Hey Gameological readers, welcome back to the Digest. It's our second edition this week. We're going to be talking about Lego Batman 2. I'm John Tatey, editor of the Gameological Society, and of course your host every month here on the Digest. And this month I'm joined he's still here, by our own Steve Heisler.
Hello, thank you.
Looking sharp as always. And Steve, let's have a progress report on our fried Twinkie.
Yeah, it's still really hard on the outside and kind of gooey on the inside.
It did get very hard. Is this what congealing looks like? This is
like pure disgusting fat solidified onto this.
Okay, so take another bite. I'm going to take another bite too.
The texture is like I have to literally rip the fat away. It's really congealed.
Okay.
But delicious. Delicious. Fried Twinkies, everyone.
Oof. What the raspberry compote too is just this like touch of pretension, right? It's like it's not enough to have a fried Twinkie because that's what like Middle America would enjoy.
I think
we have to put raspberry compote
meant
on
raspberry jam anyway. Why do they have to call it compote?
That's true. That's all it is. We are to take that the chip shop or wherever we got
fried
this.
Yellow cake batter, like just it's a Twinkie with some jelly on it.
Let's turn our lasers of ire to Lego Batman 2. With society facing a dearth of both LEGO video games and Batman-related pop culture, LEGO Batman 2 solves two problems at once. It is the umptillionth game in the LEGO series, which, as far as I can remember, began a few hundred years ago with LEGO The Gutenberg Bible. Featuring the usual mix of brawling, gadgets, and spatial puzzles, LEGO Batman 2 is mostly a Batman affair with some Superman and a sprinkling of other DC superheroes. One big change, the LEGO minifigures can talk now. Is this a good thing? Is this a good thing, Steve Heisler, that they can talk? Because they used to just sort of, like from the LEGO Star Wars, which is the actual beginning of the series, they used to sort of grunt and gesture, and it was very entertaining pantomime. Now they can talk. What do you think?
I think that some of the characters did an okay job with the talking, and it was fine.
Okay, which ones?
I thought Batman was fine. I thought Robin was fine.
I like that you compliment the characters too, and not the voice actors. Like, Batman, you did a good job.
You know, I don't care who voiced it.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't see voice acting. I just see the character.
You're so much more enlightened than I am.
The Joker, though, was really obnoxious.
Joker was rough.
Yeah, especially because we've had great performances by the Joker in other Batman games, unrelated to the LEGO Batman series. And I think that maybe that's one of the things that this game suffers from, is that we've seen great voice acting in the other Batman games, especially the Joker, and now it's being compared to this, and it's just more obnoxious and more over the top and kind of like, it was nice that they were able to round out the world with some of this voice acting. But the key to voice acting in video games is when to shut up. And
absolutely.
I think for the most part the characters were okay, but there were moments when like you were saying with Alfred, who just pops up all the time and constantly talks to you. It's like, just shut up. Okay,
well, so Alfred's a different thing, and this is the most irritating thing to me about this game. Alfred is popping up constantly, and he gives you little tips like, don't forget the electricity suit can channel electricity, and it's like, oh, so do I have to use the electricity suit here? I guess I do. It does that all the time, and I went into the options, and I thought, I was getting so irritated by these, I thought, maybe there's an option to turn this off. And there was. It said Alfred tips on. And I said, great, I'm going to turn it off. I went down, I hit it, and it switched to Alfred tips silent. So you can switch it so that he doesn't talk, but that the huge blocks of text still come up on screen and tell you what to do next.
Which is worse, actually.
This stuff infuriates me. I feel like saying, like, you guys don't really need me to do this, do you? Like, you just, okay, you know it's the electricity suit, and you just want to tell me that and get it over with. Like, why don't you, game, just play yourself and I'll be over here? And then when you're ready for me to play a part in this, I'll be right here. I'm sorry if I'm sounding angry, but I have had it with this.
Yeah.
There's a good game right there. Stop telling me what to do and let me be dumb for a second. Let me figure it out.
And it's not even like the game is really that complicated. Like you were saying.
It's like a freaking Lego game.
Like you walk up to a thing and it's a waterfall and there's an ice suit, and so you put on the ice suit and you spray the waterfall with ice, or to turn it into ice. It's very obvious. There's really literally no other option that you can do. And yet it still tells you that, oh, whenever you spray water with the ice suit, it turns into ice that you can then climb. And also, something I wanted to bring up is that every time you build something, all you do is like this, like you're Charlie Brown putting stuff onto a Christmas tree, and you just kind of do this, and then the thing is built.
It's a great image, yeah.
I know that like it's weird to talk about what I wish a game did, but in the context of it being a Lego game, I would like it if you could build different things, if it wasn't already predetermined what you were going to build. Because the game isn't complicated. You build this thing and it gives you the right suit that you need to do to move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
You don't need to be reminded what the suit does. You also, like, why do you even need to build it? If you're just gonna build it by doing this and hitting a button, and it's going to give you the option that you, or the item that you need to move on, why even build it in the first place? There's really no, I don't get any joy out of that from needing to actually go and do something. Yeah,
I hear you in functional terms, but I have to say I do enjoy finding all the little pieces and then going like I haven't gotten tired of that, so I do have some simple tastes.
I guess there is something like tactile about the memory, because I mean I used to build Legos when I was a kid. I'm sure that you did too. There is something about that.
No, but I get what you're saying about like Legos are about having different options, and there's not a lot of that in the Lego games. This just comes down to a matter of taste. I'm okay with this to put things together. I'm okay with stud collecting. I said on the podcast that I was something of a stud fiend because I love, which are the game's equivalent of coins. I love that. People thought that was funny. Why is that funny?
Because stud fiend sounds like you watch a lot of gay porn or something.
Oh. Okay.
You're a stud fiend.
Honest to God, I did not understand why people found that so funny. But now I get it.
There's literally only one thing I think of when I think of the word stud. And it's like that movie Magic Mike or something.
Because somebody posted in the comments to that podcast, they said, now I'm imagining Pete Strackmeyer themed pornography. And I'm just like, what? Why would somebody be thinking of that?
Stud fiend would have another meaning?
I know that stud has another meaning, but I never realized that it would trigger that. I mean, I'm just, I'm innocent and naive. I guess that's all I can say.
I wouldn't necessarily recommend this game to someone as a game that you need to have. It's not necessarily a game that I would rush out to go buy right away, but it was fun. I had a good time playing it. I thought that it was, there were enough interesting little puzzles that came up that were fun. There's something sort of nostalgic about seeing Batman scenes recreated in Lego that I really like. Again, just from memories of being a kid or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I like that they had the Tim Burton movies music in this one too. I guess Danny Elfman did the music in those movies. I have a very soft spot for the Tim Burton movies. Actually, if I were on a desert island and I had to choose between the two Nolan Batman movies and the two Burton movies, I would pick the Burton movies, which I know puts me in a minority. Do you like the more recent ones better?
I like them more. Yeah. But I do like the Tim Burton movies. They're really good.
I like the stylization. I'm a sucker for that stuff. I mean, and I like Wes Anderson movies. I'm kind of a sucker for style. And I like Lollipop Chainsaw for the same reason, that maybe goes a little farther with me than some people. Well, that wraps it up for Batman 2 DC Superheroes. I grew up a little bit before your very eyes today, folks, and I hope you enjoyed that. Steve will be back, of course, tomorrow. We're going to talk about Tiny and Big, the quest for Grandpa's underpants, or some. What
also, Tiny and Big are two studs that John can go collect.
That's right. Yes, the two studs. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow to talk about Tiny and Big, an indie game. I hope you'll join us. Thanks for watching. So long for now.